Hi, you're watching Gourmet at Home. My name is Amrish. Today I will be sharing a recipe which is all the way from coastal part of India, and the name of the dish is chicken ulatriyatu. Traditionally, this dish is prepared with red meats, but in this video I will be doing with chicken. You can also do a veg version of this recipe with the vegetables that are available in your kitchen. The word ulatriyatu means slow cooked and roasted. It's a very traditional way of cooking the meats in southern part of India, where they cook the meat on a slow heat with a blend of spices in a thick bottom pan, and sometimes they use the clay pots also for this. So let's start preparing the recipe of chicken ulatriyatu. This recipe has got three parts. In the first part, we will make that classical blend of spices. We'll gently toss the spices in the pan and then we will blend them to a fine puree. In the second part, we will season the chicken with some powdered spices like garam masala, chili powder, curry leaves, and then we will fry it till crispy. In the third part, we will make the masala with some onions, tomatoes, tamarind, and with some curry leaves. We will first roast the spices in the kadhai. So when we are roasting the spices, we have to make sure your pan should not be very hot, because we will be putting the spices one after the another. So what will happen, the first spice will get over roasted or it will get burned. So you will have that bitter flavor coming in your spice blend. At this stage, we will add sliced onions, sliced coconut, ginger and garlic. So now we will continue roasting the spices for another 10 to 15 minutes. This is a very classical way of making the spice blends in southern part of India, where they gently roast the spices in a pan along with some herbs, and then they blend them to a fine puree or paste along with some water or with some oil. While in northern part of India, they roast the spices and they grind them to a fine powder. But I prefer to go with a southern way, because we are able to preserve the flavors and the aroma of the spices in a better way when we are adding any liquid medium to the blends. While in the powders, they get oxidized over a period of time, so you lose that intensity and the freshness of flavors which are in the spices. So now you can see at this stage, the spices, the onion, the coconut, they are almost roasted, and we'll put off the flame and we'll grind them to a fine puree. After transferring the spices in the blending jar, I will add some cold water. Now this is the time we will blend the spices to a fine puree. So you can see at this stage our spice blend is ready. So coming to the second part of the recipe, where we will season the chicken and will fry the chicken. Now for this recipe, I have taken thigh piece of chicken and I have cut the chicken into 1-inch cubes. I will add 1 tablespoon of vinegar, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of coriander powder, and 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Then I will add 3 teaspoons of rice flour. We will mix all the ingredients. After marinating the chicken, I will fry it in the oil. You can also rest the chicken for 15 to 20 minutes before you fry the chicken. When you are putting the chicken for frying, make sure you should not overcrowd the pot. Otherwise, the temperature of the oil will go down and your chicken will not be crispy. The second stage of frying the chicken was very instant, so we are done with that. Coming to the third stage of the recipe, making the masala with some onion, tomato, tamarind and curry leaves. So let's start by adding some oil to the pan. So I will add approximately 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. We will start first by adding a teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1 sprig of curry leaves, chopped onion. I have taken 1.5 medium size onion for this recipe. After the onions, I will add half a teaspoon of salt, Now onions are soft. At this stage I will add chopped garlic. So I have used 1 tablespoon of chopped garlic for this recipe. Now the onions are almost golden brown. I will add sliced coconut. The coconut will give the mild sweetness and the toasted flavor in this dish. So I will saute the coconut along with onions. After the coconut, I will add chopped tomatoes. Now in this recipe, I have used 1:2 ratio of onion and tomatoes. So if you have 1 kg of onions, you will be using 500 grams of tomatoes. But if you have seen in most of my recipes which are coming from northern part of India, it's other way around. But in this recipe, we will be adding some tamarind to this, so that will balance the seasoning of the masala. So you can see the masala is almost getting ready. So we will add half a teaspoon of red chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder and 1.5 teaspoon of coriander powder. After adding the spices, we will add the tamarind extract. Now this tamarind extract, I have soaked the tamarind overnight and next in the morning I have strained the pulp from it. After adding the tamarind pulp, we will add the spice blend that we have prepared. The leftover spice blend, I will store it in an airtight container in the refrigerator and I will be using it in my other recipes. The origin of the dish Ulathriathu is traced back to 52 AD when the Syrian Christians came to Kerala. Slowly with time, the dish got localized with the local spice blends and the herbs that were available there. And now it's the speciality of Syrian Christians who are living in the region. Now the masala for the chicken Ulathriathu is almost ready. At this stage, we will add the fried chicken along with chopped coriander, fresh curry leaves, chopped ginger, green chili, 2 teaspoons of ghee, it's optional, and crushed peppercorns. Now we will mix the chicken. After adding the fried chicken to the masala, I will wrap the chicken masala in banana leaf and I will do the rest of carryover cooking inside the oven. Now I have subjected these banana leaves to the flame burner. It's easy for me to fold the chicken masala in it. So I will align the banana leaf in a mixing bowl. So now I will add the chicken Ulathriathu in the bowl. Now at this stage, we will tie the banana leaf. And now I will transfer the chicken Ulathriathu, which is wrapped in banana leaf, inside the oven. So I have preheated the oven at 200 degrees centigrade and I will be continuing the cooking inside the oven for 3 to 4 minutes. Traditionally, they wrap the meat masala or chicken masala in banana leaf and they do the carryover cooking on the barbecue. Also in some cases, they continue cooking in the same pot for a long time. At home, you can wrap the chicken masala or your meat masala or the vegetable masala in banana leaf. You can finish it on the pan on the flame burner. So let's check the Ulathriathu which is inside the oven. Chicken Ulathriathu is ready to serve and I have prepared a North Indian style lachha parantha with that. So let's start serving the chicken Ulathriathu. And this is my lachha parantha with the chicken Ulathriathu. So let's open the leaf and taste the chicken Ulathriathu. Now this is one of the most classical, or I will say a traditional recipe that I have shared with you. Hope you enjoyed watching the recipe of chicken Ulathriathu. Looking forward to see you again in our next episode of Gourmet at Home.